Artisans. Artisans.
Shave it up!
Hey everybody, Clean Shaver Lex Luthor here. I actually just have a short discussion slash question for everybody here that I'd like to kind of throw out there. Recently, so I've had a few coworkers that have kind of stepped a little bit into the world of wet shaving, and they have questions for me as a hobbyist wet shaver about different products that they use, or different what's available, what they should, or what I recommend. And so I've been wondering some of these things myself. One of the things they asked me was, now, what's so special about Artisan soaps? That got me thinking, shaving, at least the wet shaving world, is kind of a unique community where we have contact with so many different artisan soap makers, artisan fragrancers, people like Soap Commander, Ginger's Garden, Reef Point Soaps, Through the Fire, Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, and dozens of others. And it makes me wonder, what is so great about these soaps compared to the industry standards? Like Parasso, great soap, absolutely great soap. Nobody would deny that. Tobacco, right? Great soap, or great products. Actually, it's a love-hate relationship. A lot of people either love it, or there's two camps. You either love tobacco or you don't, right? Old Spice, a classic product in the shaving world. It makes me wonder what qualifies somebody as an artisan. What's the definition of an artisan? So I looked it up. I Googled it. Right? Google is sometimes our friend. An artisan is a worker in a skilled trade, especially one that involves making things by hand, right? So it's things that aren't mass produced. So that makes me wonder, at what point does a soap maker stop being an artisan and become one of the big guys? I don't know. That's one of the things I'd like to discuss is, at what point does that happen? Because there were obviously starting points for a lot of people, and a lot of the artisans that I'm talking about, that I've mentioned, are really artisans, like Dapper Dragon, definitely artisan, smaller stuff, right? Shaving Yeti, artisan. Mike's Natural Soaps, artisan. Soap Commander, artisan. Spike? Probably not, right? Razor Rock? I'm not sure. I don't know, really, because it might be a big enough company. They might be producing enough that it might be machine made. I don't know. If you do know, please comment below. So that's what makes me wonder. What is it that you enjoy about artisans? Things that I like. First, customer service. A lot of these guys are just fantastic people to work with. Very, very humble, very willing to answer questions, very willing to take suggestions, and solve any problems that you might have with the buying process, whether it's shipping, something arrived damaged or it wasn't quite what you were looking for. They're really willing to work with you because they understand that these customers, they can't afford to not treat their customers well, and I love that. So, customer service. Second, variety. They do all different, these guys are all working very hard to come up with a lot of different stuff. A lot of new scents, a lot of new formulas, and they are very willing to put that effort in because it feels it's a mode of expression for them, right? So third is that they are innovating. They're always coming up with new things. A couple of the great examples that I think of are Soap Commander. They do a great job of innovating and coming up with new stuff, and you always see new stuff from them. Douglas Smythe, although that's not his real name, from Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements, always coming out with new stuff. I mean, if you're in any of the forums, every day almost you see something new from him, and they're all great products. The double open comb razor, for instance, while it's not an artisan product because I kind of doubt it's handmade, is an innovative thing, or at least within the past several years. And we haven't seen a double open comb razor for a long time. So that's one thing, that they are innovating, that they're coming up with new things and new fragrances, new scents, new formulas. They are trying to innovate and trying to up their game. Whereas the industry standards, like Tabac, Institut Curit, does Martin de Kendra count as an artisan? It's kind of hard to get his stuff. I don't know if that's because it's, I mean, not the company that owns them. It's kind of hard to get it. Is it because it's just expensive and it comes from France, or is it because it's made in small batches and it's handmade? I don't know. You know, the bigger names in the shaving community, they don't do that. They have, this is what we do, that's it. So it makes me wonder, what are your thoughts about the artisan shaving community? What do you like? What do you dislike? What has your experience been? I, for one, this is my own opinion, I really like the artisan movement. I really like the fact that there are people out there that are passionate about this and not just trying to make a buck. They are trying to innovate. They are trying to make something that they are proud of and make $1 on the side, but they are trying to become a part of this community and revive the wet shaving institution. And so I will always personally rather go to an artisan soap maker than to one of the big guys. I mean, there are some of those things that you just can't replace. Tabac is one of my top 5 soaps because I love it. I'm one of those in the camp that loves it. But I also love everything else that's in my top 5, artisan made. Absolutely artisan made. And I'm just talking about soaps right here. I mean, don't even get me started on brushes, because I mean, I have a pretty good mix actually. I have a Simogue, a Mule brush, an Avon brush, and a V Long brush. Those are all kind of industry standards. They're not artisan made. Then I also have some custom brushes that are fantastic. So I mean, there are opportunities within the shaving community that I think are wonderful for artisans. What are your thoughts? Tell me in the comments below, or feel free to respond. I'd love to hear from you guys and answer any questions and make this kind of a great big discussion. I'd love to do that. So thanks everybody for watching. Be smooth, everyone. We'll see you next time.
Shave it up!